You coming back pretty quick from a knee. How's it feeling, and just what's practice been like for you?
They don't know mine. That's my phone. Practice has been good. Coming back from ACL injury is not easy, but it takes a lot of reps, a lot of recovery, a lot of treatment. Just filling out the process of being able to get back to your 100% self. So I gotta trust in Dave and trust in the strength staff and just keep enduring the process.
Davion, what was the toughest part about your recovery, and how did you get through it?
The toughest part has had to be the mental side of getting up every day, just and taking the steps to feel better and get better and be able to run, walk, sometimes even jump. It's just that mental aspect of every day you're not as who you used to be. You gotta get back to your normal day abilities.
Yeah, obviously, Traylon gets a lot of attention in that receiver room, but they talk about the other guys too. How do you guys feel about the rest of the room? I mean, yourselves included, and how you guys can contribute.
That's me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can go first.
I think our room is very deep. We have a lot of young talent, a lot of young guys that are trying to find their way and just learning and putting on size and getting better every day. But as a whole, I think our room is very, very deep. We have a lot of experience with the ones, twos, and threes. There's a lot guys that have gotten a lot of snaps, and we're getting a lot of reps every day in practice. So I think we're just deep.
To piggyback off that, the room is deep. You have a lot of older guys, a lot of young guys, a lot of guys that have played in this league for years, 3 years, 2 years, and just guys that have just got here that's trying to find their way, trying to figure out the little things. But the room is deep. The room is very talented. We just still have to come along every day in practice and go out and bring everybody along.
Trey, what's your offseason been like a little bit? Devion's coming back from an injury, but you're kind of trying to bounce back a little bit after a little bit of a slump last year.
Yeah, I think I've had a pretty great offseason. I've put on 15 pounds, hovering around 220, 218, that area. I feel a lot faster. I feel a lot more explosive. Just trying to figure out how to play at this size. This is all new to me. I haven't been this big before. So just figuring out my way, trying to figure out my breaks, my route running, and all those things has been a pretty fun process putting on weight, because I never thought I could gain any weight. I've been a stream beam my whole life. So, it's been pretty fun.
Trey, sorry about your dog. What does the weight do for you? Why do you need that, and what's the advantage?
I felt like putting on weight would help me to play faster, be more explosive, those areas. Even being stronger and playing more physical, getting guys off me, because I have a pretty big frame, and I'm trying to fill that out. And I want to play big. I want to play physical, because, that's what my body calls me to do.
Kind of a two-parter here. Davion, Sam Pittman said they want to watch you carefully in camp, don't want you to overdo it too fast. How do you approach that? Obviously, you want to work, but you want to be smart about it.
Yeah, I approach the same way. I think about fall camp is a long process. It gets you right for the season, but being out of football training full speed for a good couple 6 months, it's kind of different. So being able to get back in the process, the flow of things, is you gotta take it one day at a time. Don't need to just jump full speed back in. You gotta ease your way back into it.
And before you guys got in, we were talking to Kenny about the competition between the corners and the wideouts. I was wondering, what do you guys think of the cornerbacks? And those, they've got some older guys too, but who of that group impresses you? Obviously, Monteric's been around a long time, but what do you think of that group and how they maybe stack up in the SEC, other guys you've gone against?
They stack up well. It's the SEC, so every team has their best corners. Every team has great corners, but our guys stack up very well in the SEC. They are very fundamentally taught by Coach Carter and Coach Odom. They're very well. It's a battle every practice, every rep. It's just that's how it's supposed to be. That is what's gonna make both of us better in this league, being in this league.
I also think our DB room is very, very competitive, and competition brings the best out of everybody. And we'll go at it one day, offense will win, then the next day they'll come back and spank our butt. And that's what you want in a team, in a winning team, because that's teams that win championships are very, very competitive. It's not one side dominating the whole time. And I think that they're fundamentally sound in their technique. I think that's the thing that separates this DB group from a lot of DB groups, is that they're taught very well by Coach Odom and Coach Carter, and they work that stuff every single day.
Both you guys. KJ had a great game at Missouri last year, then went through spring ball, and he's played 2 years behind some grad transfer quarterbacks. What have you seen from him? Is he ready to take that step and be the man? Have you seen his confidence growing and
Yes,
everything?
I think so. We have confidence in KJ, and I think that's what's bringing him along. He's becoming a leader, and that's what we want to see. And, I mean, his arm talent is great. He's been dropping some darts today. Yesterday, he'd been throwing balls that I didn't even know he could throw. So, I mean, he's looked very, very good these past 2 days.
Man, he's looked great these past 2 days. He had a great game in Missouri. He's just being able to build on that, learning from the other guys that have been in front of him. And as a team, as an offense, we have extreme confidence in him. He's our guy right now. So we have confidence in him, and us having confidence in him helps him every day. So we just got to keep bringing each other along, not just him, all of us, everybody on that offensive side. Just need to keep having confidence in him and confidence in ourselves, and we're gonna be good.
Devion, I'm not sure the number of super seniors you have, but everybody has a story about why they came back. But how does Sam Pittman weave into the story of why there's so many super seniors, and what's your story?
Well, just nothing big story. Just being able to have fun and play with the guys I've been with for like the last 4 years was amazing. An amazing turnout that Coach Pittman came in. The things we have done under a year that he has did, And I want to come back just for me and my team to help them and help myself also, but just be a better team person. Even getting hurt, it kind of hurt me, and it kind of made me feel like I can't leave these guys hanging. So I just wanted to finish what I started.
It wasn't long ago when you guys were like Bryce and Jaden and Keytron. What have you seen out of those guys? You see any of yourself? This is for both you guys. What do you see any of yourself in those guys, and how's it been for them so far?
I mean, those guys are very, very talented. I would say if I feel like anybody I feel like Keytron. He has that big frame. He's about 205 as a freshman, something that I was even struggling to do as a freshman. So I think he's very talented. Jaden, a very great route runner. And Bryce is blazing fast. Type of guy, danger speed, that if he gets even, he's definitely leaving. There's no catching up. And I think it's just a talented group of young guys that could really help us down the line.
Yeah, just back at our Keytron, I've never been a big guy, but Keytron's kind of a big guy. Jaden and Bryce are just those slimmer guys that a lot faster. So I see in myself, Bryce just fast, but he need to learn to play control. So, same thing I did, need to learn to play control. Same thing for Jaden, just incredible route runner, just learning how to play on control and play within your framework. It's just some of the same stuff I had to learn over my time here. So once they learn that, understand that, man, they'll be great.
Yes, for both of you, just what stands out to you about John David White? And Coach Guyton was saying that he's earned the nickname Diesel. I guess could you guys detail that a little?
Yeah, Diesel's my man. Diesel's the man. John David White is just the person that you come in every day. He's that one person that you look at and you just laugh and just get excited, because he's always going to bring that energy. He's always going to motivate you, and he's always going to be the person that when you look and say, "Oh, I'm not feeling it," and he just walks by. He's just always happy, energized, always ready to work. So he's one of those guys that make sure energy go up every time you see him.
I have to say, John David White, he can run for miles. That's the biggest thing I love about him. The boy never gets tired. He's just a great teammate, down-to-earth guy, wants to be around everybody, just a good friend, and an incredibly hard worker. I will say that about him. He works his tail off day in and day out. And I'm really proud of how far he's come. I mean, he's been balling this past spring and starting right now, and I'm just proud of him.
Trey, I'm writing something about program building, and I'm wondering, year 2 under Sam, how are y'all better? What's the foundation he's laid for the direction you're going?
Just being a player-led team, I would have to say. Just policing ourselves and trusting in each other to do the right thing and holding each other accountable. I think that's the biggest thing, because, I mean, just being controlled by our head coach, I feel like, I mean, it's hard to get around with that, but being a player-led team, just a group of leaders, just policing ourselves, it goes by way more smoothly, and everybody's happy because if you mess up, then the guy next to you is going to tell you messed up. And so I think that's the big thing, and just being a hard-working team, coming every day and hitting each other, getting better, and just going to work every day and being about our business. So I think those two things are very important as to why we're the way we are.
Besides Keytron's size, you guys hit on what else about his game impresses you? Trey, maybe you could take that first, and then Davion.
He has great hands. I'll say that. He's physical, something that a bunch of young guys don't know, like how to play big and how to use his hands and use his strength to get open at times. And I think he knows how to do that. And he's willing to learn, and he wants to be great. And I think that is a big trait in a guy that wants to be great and will be great. So,
just great hands. Just he's sneaky fast. Very sneaky fast. He not just flat out gonna run by you, but if he get close, he might just go ahead and inch on by you. But his speed is just very sneaky. His hands are great. Just the ability to play physical. As a freshman, you come in, most guys don't really like being physical, but he likes to be if he learn how to use his hands. It's just those are some of the things that people don't really know just by seeing them.
One more about Warren Thompson, the new guy from Florida State. He's obviously an older guy. I guess he's dealing with a little bit of something, leg or something. But what have you guys seen from him? How do you think he fits into your all's room?
Honestly, I'm gonna lie to you. Well, Warren reminds me a little bit of this guy here. Just same size, same stature. Just sometimes they may look alike just because of the dress, but nah. They run just about the same. Great route runners. Great hands. They just built. They both know how to play with their bodies, being able to go up and catch the ball. So he kind of reminds me of Trey just a little bit. So that's really about it.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Devion on this one. I feel like we're one and the same in how we play. He might be just a little faster than me. I don't know. But he's just a big guy, and he plays big also. He's explosive. I've seen him jump for a couple balls since he's been here that it's like, golly, that boy can get up. So I think he's a great addition. I think he will fit in nicely, and he'll make some plays for us this year.